So it looks like we got some news on the next Avatar series. So Nickelodeon's continuing to build out the world of The Last Airbender with the green light of the animated series Avatar 7 Havens. So I've been kind of keeping up with behind the scenes stuff going on with Avatar Last Airbender. I've been looking into the leaks and stuff like that, and there's been a lot of rumors on the next sequel series following after Korra. How it's gonna be earthbending Avatar. There was some stuff that came out earlier about how it's gonna be like a post-apocalyptic world, and I think we got some more information on that. The new 2D animated series will consist of 26 half-hour episodes spread across 2 seasons or books 1 and 2 in Avatar style. I think this is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that we got this, that it's sticking to that medium of 2D, say like Eastern Japanese animation. I'm so glad that it's sticking to that style of Avatar. We recently got like a live action adaptation of Avatar. It actually came out like about 1 year ago. Actually, I made some videos on that. I thought the I thought the show was gonna be decent, or at least better than what people were saying. And it came out. I watched it. I processed it. And I'm like, I don't. Okay, I don't know if I like this one. So it'd be cool to see some more animated projects of Avatar in the future. I don't know, since we're just now getting news on this, I have no idea when this shit is coming out. Seven Havens hails from Avatar creators Michael DiMartino and Brian Coniesco. Did I say that right? Per the official logline, the series is set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. A young earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. Oh, she? Man, people aren't gonna be happy about that. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior, hunted by both human and spirit enemies. She and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last strongholds collapse. Okay, so what the fuck did Korra do? What the hell did Korra do? So I guess there is no Four Nations anymore. I guess the leaks that came out on Reddit some time ago were true. Yeah, the four nations are gone. It seems like this is set in a time very long after Korra, and I think this is probably something that needed to happen in regards to the technology that advanced so far ahead in Korra. I think it only took about 70 years for technology to get that far, and you know, you can only assume that it was going to progress from there. So I'm thinking like, okay, in the next one, is it going to progress to like modern times, or are they going to stick to those fantasy elements? And the only way to stick to those fantasy elements is to turn back the clock. The only way to do that is to get rid of these civilizations. You gotta like knock them back a few pegs, and I think they're making this story decision to turn back the clock. They want to make it more fantasy focused, you know, instead of like, we were kind of reaching that realm of sci-fi. When we created the original series, we never imagined we would be expanding the world decades later. This new incarnation of the Avatarverse is full of fantasy, mystery, and a whole new cast of amazing characters. Get ready to take another epic and emotional adventure. Oh my god, my reading sucks now. Yeah, I also think it's cool that they're implementing some of the spirit stuff into it. We got some of that in seasons 3 and 4 of Korra. We got a little bit of it in 2, but like towards the end. Actually, nah, the entirety of season 2 was all about spirits. But the fact that it implemented that was pretty cool. It added another. It pretty much took the fantasy aspects, the supernatural aspects of Avatar, and turned it up to 11. And I want them to continue doing that moving forward, because there's only so much you can do with the human aspect. It's cool to see that, but I think we can take full advantage of the 2D animation medium. DiMartino and Brian are the co-creators of and executive producers of Avatar 7 Havens. This is a good sign, guys. This is a good sign. Ethan Spalding is the executive producer, and Sahaj Sethi is co-executive producer. We can't wait to embark on the next chapter of this epic saga with the new story set within the Avatarverse. envisioned by the original creators. This will be the third animated Avatar series in addition to The Last Airbender. Nickelodeon previously aired Avatar: Legend of Korra for 4 seasons between 2012 and 2014. Yeah, I was there. It was awesome. There was also an animated film focused on Aang and the characters from The Last Airbender, due out in theaters January 2026. I'm so excited. The voice cast of the film includes Dave Bautista, Dion Kwan, Jessica Maten, Roman Zaragoza, and Eric Nam. Okay, so besides Dave Bautista, it seems like we got some unknown names in here. I'm very glad about that. I think we need more new faces in Hollywood, more new faces when it comes to voice acting, instead of just like giving it to the same. I feel like we kind of recycle the same voice actors, or we just give it to like an A-list celebrity just to get people in the seats. But I think we should have like a roster of voice actors to fall back on when it comes to these big animated film projects. Even when it comes to like DreamWorks and Disney, I think it would be cool to have voice actors that aren't just like A-list actors. You know, you kind of see that with Sonic 3, or just the whole Sonic series, where we have Idris Elba as Knuckles. As good as he is, he's really good. We also have Keanu Reeves as Shadow. You know, it's really cool, but you could tell that it was also just to get people within the seats. You know what I'm saying? It's a very safe option to take because you know how Keanu Reeves sounds. You just kind of want his voice. He's just gonna talk normally. Um, and it also brings up the pricing of the movie as you're making it. I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves got like a shit ton of money for Sonic 3, and Shadow really wasn't in the movie for that much. He didn't have that many lines. I'm pretty sure it was due to how much Keanu Reeves costed as an actor. So hopefully we don't have the same problem with animated films, because that medium costs so much to make already. So it'll be good to save costs for that isn't just through the animation. It's also cool to see Dave Bautista trying his hand in voice acting. I don't know if he's done voice acting before, but it's cool to see him kind of expanding his horizons. You know, he's been very experimental when it comes to his acting, and he's been doing very great lately. The last thing I saw him in was Guardians 3. I think I also saw him in Blade Runner 2049, and yeah, he's been taking advantage of those acting classes for sure. In celebration of the 20th anniversary of The Last Airbender, Paramount is rolling out a massive amount of new Avatar content, including digital shorts, live experiences, consumer products, and games. I'm glad they mentioned that, because that's another thing I gotta talk about. These games fucking suck, man. They gotta do better on their games and their other media when it comes to the Avatar projects. I feel like outside of Mike and Brian, they kind of get lazy when it comes to Avatar content. These games fucking suck. The comics can do better, and I think it'll be cool to see some of the comics adapted, you know. And when it comes to that live action show that came out last year on Netflix, I don't know, it just felt like a very filtered kind of. You can tell a lot of things kind of got filtered through the executive board meetings when it came to the Netflix Avatar show. And I really, really wish that live action show was about a different Avatar that wasn't Aang, because I feel like we could have got a fresh, new story. We don't have to try to alter Aang's story. You know what I'm saying? If people want to experience Aang's story to the fullest, they can watch the show. It's on the same streaming service. They could have used that opportunity to give us a story about a different Avatar long before Aang. Maybe a Kyoshi series, maybe a Roku series, or I don't know, just like I don't know. They could have did a lot of things, bro. They could have did a lot of things. But yeah, as for the next Avatar show, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck Korra did. Because the fact that it's in a cataclysmic world, like post-apocalyptic type shit, that means something really bad must have happened. And I mean, I'm not really surprised, because when you look at seasons 1 to 3 in Korra, those seasons only happen like in their world only about what 2-3 years apart. Like, living in that world in that time would have to be fucking insane. Like, you're going through world changing events every fucking year with Korra. So I wouldn't be surprised if eventually someone got to her. Someone got to her and fucking got rid of her. Now, I don't know how we got to a point where there are no nations and shit like that, but considering how much changed during the show of Avatar Korra, I'm not really all that surprised. It's gonna be rough as a Korra fan, cause man, people have been shitting on this character for fucking years, and they're gonna continue shitting on this character, especially after seeing the new show. Um, as far as the new Avatar is concerned, hopefully they're a cool character. I don't know what their personality is gonna be like, but hopefully we get someone that's way different from Korra and way different from Aang. I'm very excited, guys. Avatar is one of my favorite franchises of all time. You know, it's very hard for me to shit on Korra because if I shit on Korra, it kind of feels like I'm shitting on the original series as well. I kind of view them as like one huge story put together. So it's hard for me to really make that distinction. You know, I mean, there's of course like differences between the two, but it's hard for me to just I can't really just shit on one part of a franchise that I love just to, you know, you know what I'm saying? I can love one part of it without shitting on the other part. So yeah, that about goes it for this video. I just wanted to cover this for you guys, and I want to know what you guys think. I'm gonna be making more videos regarding the general landscape of media when it comes to animated shows, movies, and stuff like that. I don't want to just make videos on anime because I watch a lot more things, you know? And let me know if you guys like it, and make sure you like this video, and make sure to comment, and also to subscribe. And I will see you all later. Goodbye.